Guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to build this type of static website, and here we can learn some more about properties like margin and border radius and so on. So you can get the details about those properties after seeing the video. Please don't skip the video to the last part, or please don't skip the video in the middle. So in that case you won't understand the concepts are the properties that I have applied in CSS. So please watch the video. Please watch the full video. Please don't skip. Okay, let's get started. So all members know that is the basic HTML structure. So first we are going to fill up that, and you need to write the body section in it. This is a basic HTML structure that we had already seen in the last video, and in head section we are going to link our CSS file using this link tag, link tag followed with our relationship, means that relation attribute, saying that the file that I am going to link to this HTML file is a style sheet type. And here we are going to mention the that we are going to give the file name to the index.html using the href attribute. In our case is index.css, as I created here as index.css, and as this is a void element, it doesn't contain any closing tag or any opening tag. Just accept it. And now if you want to create a background like this is nothing but a background image. So you can see that. That was a background image, and here you can copy this link and paste it here. Okay. So in order to apply the background image, here you need to wrap up the all elements in one container. So here I am going to wrap all the containers in one container, all elements in one container. Say the class is bg tends to background image or some background properties, and here in order to apply the background image to it, here we need to pass the URL to the background image as a property. After that you need to place semicolon, and you need to know the height and width that that means in previous video you can see that that means the height and width has been fitted at the side of our browser. So in order to do that you need to fit the height. I don't know at what height I exactly fitted it. Okay, height is 60 vh and width equal to 350 pixels. I am going to copy it and paste it here. So okay, save this, and let me write a small heading called charts here, as our website is having a main heading as charts. Okay, let's preview in this browser once. Index.html. See, here we got the background image successfully, and here you can see that the charts is in black color. So in order to change the black color to white color text of the font, so here you need to apply one more style, that is called color. So for heading I am going to apply the style using the class name called heading, and dot heading represents the class, and heading represents the class name, as we previously discussed in our video. Okay, so in that we are going to pass the value as white, and here if you want to apply any font style you can use the font style property and the value in the double quotes Roboto. Okay, and here if you want to increase the font width you can use it like bold or any number. You can say that any number like 700, like that. And if here you can see that our header consists of some background color. So let me take that you can use colorpicker.com. color picker, you can use any if you want to fill that color with your customized color, you can come to here, or you can Google it like color picker. So here you can pick up here you can color pick up your color. Okay, so that you can get whatever color you want, and background color as 323 F4B. Okay, let us check it. Okay, here if you want to, so I got one thing to be noted, and here we need to do this in a container. I mean, if you need to wrap up this container, sorry, you need to wrap this single element in a container. So okay, let me do this. Okay, just leave it. Okay, background color 323 F4B, class equal to heading charts. Okay, everything gone correctly. Okay, color white, font weight. Okay. Okay, here you can see that our chart is in like this. The heading got appeared here, and if you want to align this text to center, you can apply the property called text align and value as center. Text align center. Now refresh it. Here you can see this, the chart's heading has been aligned to the center, and if you want to apply any spacing to it, here you can see that we are having some spacing like this between the border and the content. Here we are having some spacing. So in order to achieve that spacing, you need to use margin property. Okay, sorry, padding property. Padding is given with 15 pixel. Okay, let me give 15 pixels and try it whether it is awesome or not. Okay, 15 pixels is more. You need to reduce the padding to 10 pixels. Okay, so yes, it's somewhat better to see right now. Okay, and let me build this part. This is known as a charts. So this is a messages that we are going to send. Let us assume like that. So here this is the sent message that will appear as blue color, and here some gray color like that. So if you want to achieve this, okay, let me do this, and here you can say that this is the background color and this is the paragraph element in it, and this paragraph element is okay. This paragraph element is wrapped in a container, I think so. Okay, let me do this without a container, then you can see that. Okay, P. Hi dude, how are you? I'm fine. I recently started about full stack development. Oh, can you share me the link? Why not? Like this you type on your own. Okay, I am not going to type all that mess. So to achieve the design as close as possible and to save the time, so okay, let me apply this class property, I mean the CSS property. Here you can see that the background color is somewhat different. I mean the background color is allocated to the alternatively to the blocks. So here you need to do something. Let me assume this is the sent message, and for the sent message you need to apply the background color as blue, and color as white in order to appear it as white color. And let me use this, and let me refresh the page. So here you can see this, the background color blue. So okay, here you can see the text in white color. Okay, here class equal to received, and again here class is equal to sent. here class equal to send, and here class equal to receive, like that, just in order to distinguish the messages, like that. Okay, and I'm going to I'm going to copy it. Received, EIVED. Okay, make sure that the spelling must be correct. Okay, color equal to white. Okay, everything is fine till now. Okay, here you can see that the background color is just as the above one. So in order to distinguish the color, we are going to change it to 323 FOB. See, now it's fine, but here the text looks awkward in the container. Here you can see this, there is no spacing between this text and the color, I mean that border. So in order to achieve that property, you need to use margin, so sorry, padding. I'm getting confused. Yes, sorry for that. Copy it and paste it. Paste in received also. See, here you can so you have achieved the spacing right, like this. But here you can see that the text from the sent messages has been aligned to somewhat right and somewhat left, like that, alternatively. So in order to achieve that, here you can use the text align property, like text align left or right or center. Here you can use those property values in order to achieve it. Okay, or text align right. See, here now the sent messages has been aligned to the text towards right. So but the thing is, here we did not achieve the color exactly. So you can put any color you want to design with. So here the thing is, here you need to make sure the concepts to be learned, how to apply a background color to this element. So, and here you can see that we are having some curves. We are having some curves here. So in order to achieve that curves, you need to use the border radius with 10 pixels, so that you will get the round shapes like that, round curves like that. Okay, reload it. See, here you can see that we got this round spaces, but here you can see that the container, I mean the background color blue and the background image, I mean the border, having some spaces. So in order to achieve that, you need to use margin property. As you can know about CSS model, you can know why I am applying padding at some situations and why I am applying margin, like that. So here you need to apply the margin property. Let me say that is as 10 pixels. So refresh it. See, here you can see that the spacing is observed between the border and this kind of thing. So copy this and paste it here. Okay, save it. See, you also got this type of spacing, but you did not add border radius to it. So copy this border radius property and add it here. Save it. So here you got this thing. So this is how we use HTML and CSS to build this type of static websites. So we are going to do some more projects about static website creation, so that you can get more and more practice on HTML and CSS in order to apply what type of properties at which situation, at which kind of situation. So if you want to know more about the CSS box model property, go to W3 Schools. So you can learn about that CSS box model properties at there. So this is what all I got for this video. I hope you like watching this video. Please do like and subscribe to our channel if you didn't subscribe yet. Have a great day.